Thanks for tuning in to EastValleyTribune.com's Varsity Xtra football previews for 2013. Desert Ridge, that school out in Mesa that's gotten pretty good in the last 5 years. Another solid season last year, and in fact, it's really hard not to wonder if they were a little bit healthier, just how far Desert Ridge might have gone again. Lost to Hamilton in the semifinals, and in a game that they were not remotely supposed to compete according to the outsiders, and yet they shut down Hamilton and were about 4 plays away from winning that game. And is there going to be a drop-off here? I don't think so. But I guess my question is, this team has become such a run-heavy program and organization. Can you win a state championship being as one-dimensional and as good one-dimensional, but as one-dimensional as Desert Ridge has been?
I think teams have shown that if you're going to be one-dimensional, it's better to be a one-dimensional run team, because you look at a team like Red Mountain last year who had a lot of success throwing the ball early, and then they played Desert Ridge, and I was at that game, and Desert Ridge ran the ball every time, and Red Mountain tried throwing it, and Desert Ridge, when you run the ball, it's just, you kind of get that momentum, and you're getting big gains, and it seems like with what they're doing, I don't think they need to throw the ball. I don't think they can, but I don't think they need to. They made the semis, like you said. They lost to Hamilton, the best team in the state, by a touchdown. Are they as good as Hamilton this year? No, but are they right on that next tier? Absolutely.
Why are they right on that next tier? What do they got that's so?
Yeah, Tarek Morrison, a quarterback, and Hathcock's been great turning that program around. He's getting so many good players over there. The line's really good. They can just push everybody around, and then they've got athletes. Maybe they need one wide receiver, and they need Tarek to at least show a little bit of that, so they can, at least have the threat of passing, because they're going to get one-on-one coverage everywhere, because
right.
Teams are going to want to stop the run. So if they can just, do slants and get some big gains like that, something like that, just to give them a little bit. But their defense, I think, is underrated. I think the defense is going to be good. So
how come? What about this defenses?
Nathaniel Rodriguez is back. They got their leading tackler. They got probably 5 or 6 starters back, I'm guessing, and they don't pay a lot of attention to the defense. People don't, because their offense is so good, and they've had J.J. Hussar and Jordan Becerra and Joey Counts. Those guys get the recognition, but they lose Anthony Havorka off their defense, and he was a great player, and he was an emotional leader for them too. But this defense, I think, probably maybe top 7 or 8 defense in the state. I think it's a good defense.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think they were a little bit underrated defensively the last couple years, especially up front, especially their front 7. But people are, if you don't know what Nathaniel Rodriguez can do, you're going to find out this season. He's a pretty good safety. You know what? I see. I'm with you. I have no problem putting these guys back in the semifinals. They've done nothing to dissuade us from otherwise. And if Tarek's twin brother, Taryn Morrison, can stay healthy, which he didn't last year, that's another weapon. Tarek Morrison has got the arm. The accuracy has been an issue, and obviously the last year or two it hasn't had as many weapons to throw to. But if he can rein in some of that accuracy on the chances that he does throw it, that is an enormous two-way weapon for this program. I see an 8-2, 9-1 team. The schedule, it's interesting. We're both talking about week 1 against a Juniper, a California school. It's a California school, so they're probably pretty good.
Yeah, they went, I think, 14-2 last year. Their quarterback's back. They got a lot of players back. That's the game I think they'll lose. But you look at the Arizona schedule, not too tough. Desert Mountain's on there, Brophy, Red Mountain. But I think Desert Ridge will win all the games in Arizona this year.
Yeah, I could see him losing maybe to Desert Mountain, maybe to Brophy. We'll see what Brophy's like about week 4 or week 5. I think those two are the most likely ones. But I see an 8-2 team, maybe 9-1, but I see an 8-2 team and certainly another trip to the semifinals.